In 1961, the communist government in East Germany began to build a barbed wire and concrete wall between East and West Berlin. The official purpose of the Berlin Wall was to keep Westerners from entering East Germany and undermining the socialist state. The Berlin Wall stood until 1989, when, on November 9th, East Berlin's Communist Party announced a change in the city's relations with the West. Now, a quarter of a century later, Berlin is preparing to celebrate the 25th anniversary of the fall of the wall. Staff Sergeant Tristan McIntyre reports.
At the end of World War II, Germany was divided.
From Stettin in the Baltic to Trieste in the Adriatic, an iron curtain has descended across the continent.
Berlin was deep inside the Soviet-controlled eastern sector. The city itself was divided into 4 sectors occupied by the US, UK, France, and the USSR. In the decade following the Berlin airlift, tensions between East and West grew as the Cold War progressed. Finally, things came to a head when the East German government made its move.
East German Premier Walter Ulbricht wrote the date August 13, 1961 into the history books when he ordered a concrete and barbed wire barrier erected around West Berlin, effectively putting an end to the normal escape routes of thousands, hundreds of thousands of refugees from communism.
The wall was a symbol of the division between 2 philosophies, communism in the East and democracy in the West.
All free men, wherever they may live, are citizens of Berlin. And therefore, as a free man, I take pride in the words, Ich bin ein Berliner.
For decades, the Berlin Wall separated families and friends. Many risked their lives to escape the communist East. They found a variety of ways to cross the border, but not everyone was successful. In the 80s, political pressure rose, and the USSR experienced political and economic trouble. It looked like the wall would not stand forever.
Mr. Gorbachev, open this gate. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Today, Berlin is not divided by this wall. Segments like this one are nothing but monuments. They're icons to a night in 1989.
Then last night around 7 o'clock, Politburo member Gunter Schabowski went on national television from East Berlin to announce that East Germany had opened her borders. Moments later, hundreds of thousands of Berliners, both East and West, took to the streets.
In a few moments, it was over.
It's a great day for Berlin and for all German people.
Suddenly, 28 years of division ended. The fall of the Berlin Wall marked the end of the Iron Curtain dividing Europe. This year, Berlin celebrates the 25th anniversary of the fall of the wall and remembers November 9th as a day that turned the tide of history. Staff Sergeant Tristan McIntyre, Berlin.